Welcome back. This video is about the hospital visit and the attack by Aaron Laffin at 4038 Northwest Osmond. Right here it shows outraging public decency, 010121, and it shows the people involved. Now, I was evicted because of this guy, and there's another video where he overdosed in my parking lot, and they are part of my attackers. This is the police department for Lawton, Oklahoma, 580-581-3270. 3270. This is a little background. Oklahoma Sheriff's Department. Sheriff Stradley, he wrecked his vehicle, letting his son escape on January 14th, 2019. He is a manufacturer out of Walters, Oklahoma. Here is my police report regarding the threats of violence and the knocking on my window and doors that got me evicted by Aaron. And the video is going to be on here. I decided to add this to the video because I thought it was pertinent to the attack and the piece of tissue being cut out of my head from upstairs. And it shows a connection between the two people. Again, Aaron Laffin. Now it's funny because his charges that we just seen were dismissed the day after he did this at my door. So he got out, he came to my house and tried to attack me, called the police, and played victim, and then his charges were reduced the next day. This is his mother, Catherine Laffin, and she plays the victim in the video. And you can tell what team she rides for, the biggest gang in Oklahoma. You recognize it when you see that blue stripe. You understand what's going on. And this is Aaron's response. Like I said, he's been messaging me on Facebook, following me on Facebook, banging on my windows and doors, and they're basically just attacking me and playing victim. Like I said, he's an addict. I need to get a restraining order on him. There's a video or audio phone call where he calls me and says he's still trying to find me. And I don't even live in that town anymore. But yet they don't want to investigate. And the judge and these two lawless cops that are under the thumb of Judge Corrales, they're all in it together. I mean, you'll see from the video, she plays victim and they're the culprits. But yet the judge don't want to watch this video.
No, I don't think so. It's just really hot.
July 26, 2021, 6:40 p.m. That's him banging on my door. That's him banging on my bedroom window. Now Aaron goes upstairs to talk to the neighbors, which are a part of the attack. I'm sorry for the cutting out of the audio. This is them using the fish finder on my security camera. So he goes upstairs and they get their story together about calling the police, and then he comes back. So he came back to my door and knocked on it again, waiting for me to answer it. And when I answered it, he tells his mom to call the police. And that's at 6:51. Now, I was asleep and my daughter's present, and this addict is outside banging on my bedroom window and yelling at the front door and banging on it. Now, I have every right to protect myself from this addict that's outside, and he's in coalition with the people upstairs. Like I said, this is Judge Krause's house, and his orders, his charges that we seen were dropped the next day. They were dropped on the 28th or the 27th. They were dropped the next day. So he gets out of jail, comes home, and does this little deed, and his charges are dropped. Now he's called for backup. This is his brother. Because they're in fear for their life. And they want to have an extra witness there. Even though they're the one banging on my door and windows. And I never came outside my house. I never came outside the apartment. Like I said, I'm sorry for the camera footage, but whenever they use a fish finder on your camera, it messes up the audio. That's the ultrasound that's making the microphone glitch. I have other videos where they don't glitch, but this is them trying to eliminate any evidence I have of the incident. And it's kind of boring here for a minute because, you know, you gotta wait for the police to show up. And I want to let it play in full because the judge didn't want to watch it. I burned this to a CD or a DVD, and I took it to court.
Apparently, the gentleman who lives right here in this side likes to make.
And they didn't want to watch it. They wouldn't allow it.
And my mom told me that he like keep it fucking down. So I said, knock on the door, you come out with the fucking machete. And I'm like, oh, go for it. And so obviously fucking got, oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Obviously this guy's got a problem and he can't control his anger. He's mentally unstable. And he's doing dirt for the sheriff's department. Like I it said, Sheriff Stradley wrecked his vehicle to let his son escape. And his son is the manufacturer out of Walters. And I'm privy to this because I was in its jail cell with him when it happened. Okay, 7 o'clock, 7:03, 6:56. I called the police department, and again at 7:03.
Okay, everything happened just now. Nothing happened last night. Unless he did a machete knife. Like a sword. And he touched my son, pointed it at him, like he just wanted this guy's crazy.
The 911 call disconnected because the fish finder is aimed out there where they're standing.
Northwest Osmond, OCS apartment D. No, but the call dropped, and so I he's kind of got like he's fine. He's fine. I'm sorry. And that's fine. But my son doesn't live here. I live here alone. I can't ask. I'm afraid, of him now. So it's a nice.
Dogs are on their way!
Linda says she's afraid, and she's got 2 grown men outside.
Because, let's just go inside.
No, hold on. You'll go first.
Don't touch.
Alright, this is the notice. And again, the police report that I filed.
Faggot!
The police have not arrived yet. More slander. Now I got the security camera because the first one was torn down after they failed to fix the security lights. There's other videos I have about these security lights. Those lights right there, they don't work, okay? There's no power to the light. Judge Corrales paid for new lights, but he never got the power hooked up to the light. This is his trap house. He doesn't want security cameras. he doesn't want any security lights. But when you go to move in, it looks like they have security lights, and there's police cars up and down the street. Now I had to call the police again to make sure they're coming. So at 7:03, I called them back because now they're out there by my vehicle, and I've already had damage to my vehicle from a person upstairs. This is known as gang stalking. What he's doing is he's sitting on my patio. One of my attackers has left from upstairs. She bounced after they called the police. These two gentlemen are part of a bike club. And this lady, she plays victim really well. Saying that she's scared to go, she's scared because I've got a problem. I have no problem. I even got a notice about loud music, loud guitar. They said I played guitar all night. I don't even play the guitar. But this is supposedly his reason for wanting to talk to me, as his statement said. But that doesn't look like he wanted to talk to me. That looked like he wanted to cause violence and was uncontrollable. And banging on my door louder than the police do is not someone knocking on my door wanting to speak to me. That's a violent episode. And like I said, he's got another video coming out because I'm going to make him famous. And like I said, he's around my car again. I don't know what the whistling's for. But when I moved into the place, they had plenty of security lights, so I thought it was a safe place. And after moving in, none of these lights work. And these people, they come and go at 4 a.m. They come with backpacks and ice chests. And I know it's a trap house, I'm not unfamiliar with Lawton. I'm V2K at this point. And I've already identified every person that lives in the complex. This is the notice from the Housing Authority. I was put in there by Jarvis Jackson. This is the guy who put me in there. And Mr. Lewis, Jonathan Lewis, told me that he was considered a spy from his home country and he couldn't return to his country. Like I said, this is Mike Corrales. I live with his baby mama, or let me rephrase that. She lived with me for a while, and he has a couple of charges for drugs also. And his sister works in Muskogee at the employment office. So they have a little group, and she was a policeman in Lawton for a while too. So his sister was a policeman. He was a judge. His brother is a judge, and they go to they. It's a circle between Muskogee and Lawton and Oklahoma City, and it's all involved with judges, policemen, firemen, tow trucks, and the salvage yards. Okay. Here's the proof. People wonder why I kept saying Judge Krause. Here's his signature on the contract for rental. That way people know what I'm talking about. I'm not just making this up. 707. The police should be showing up about this time. I'm sorry this is a slow and boring video, but it has to be documented. This is this is conspiracy against human rights at this time. Ten police reports with no investigation, and then the law backing the people that are attacking you. That's called conspiracy against human rights. What they're doing is they're paying these rats to live in this apartment and trap it for Section 8 housing, and they steal money out of your Cash App and your bank accounts because this is how they eat. Now they're talking to the policeman off camera. Of course, they're playing victim right now.
Very regularly do not.
In the D part, right? Back there, so yes.
Yeah. We go inside.
You can just hang out there.
Oh,
No. Alright, police department.
Frank 1 and Frank 3. Had a disturbance at 36 Northwest Irwin Avenue, 1306 Northwest Irwin Avenue, and apartment number 37. Female, red shirt, black shorts. Starting to set me from fire. I don't know if she's already done or if she's already done it. Suspect was still there when she called.
their knocks aren't any louder than Aaron's knocks, and they don't go to my window and bang on it.
Please open the door. Body police department, open the door.
Now with gang stalking, usually the police are protecting the attackers. So, of course, I'm not going to answer the door for these people, giving them more room to
How long are you going to be in town for?
bring me to court with. I'm not going to do that.
Hello, sir. Police department, come here.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Hey, even she knows. Even downstairs is not a great tenant.
No, I saw the cleaning house. It's weird. All of you, they couldn't say all hours of the day and night.
Yeah, we're familiar with it.
They said that
I would.
he didn't come upstairs, take pictures, and then like, when he followed, you know, my mom all the way to her house.
You know what the noise complaint is? Ridiculous.
And he's still going.
Is that your music?
He did.
She's saying that's over up there. Oh, the other one's. Either way, I'm just saying.
Well, see, it's not so much the music that bothers me. It feels
Well,
like
that's where-
it's coming
that's where
through the friggin' wall. I hear that. I hear him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to get
That was his right there, that was like maybe just her wall.
yeah.
And it's her.
I can't hear. Can I go inside?
So what?
I'm in. No, I'm in.
The one straight right.
Is that okay?
You can get into a place. He's got both.
Now you see how they don't knock on her door as loud as they knock on my door.
So you're gonna get all your information. You're gonna go to the detectives and
Aaron's brother, he wasn't even here at the time, so he has no value to add to the conversation.
Apparently, your property management doesn't want to do your house. You know, y'all, like, it's not something that's y'all are young.
looks like a pretty relaxed conversation for someone that's complaining about noise. If I had a noise complaint, I don't think I'd be knocking on a door like this guy is knocking on my door. Knocking on someone's door like that, I don't know, I would expect a little more than what he got. Like I said, this is just a little dog and pony show for the eviction notice I got the next day. The eviction notice said a zero tolerance for a crime-free addendum. So basically saying that a crime was committed and therefore I need to vacate. Now, I didn't commit any crime, and I'm not the aggressor, Katie Pagel. Like I said, I never left my apartment as a manager. And these people are backed by the police department to do their dirty work. Chaotic Brim. And his charges that you seen earlier were dropped the very next day. He's the attacker. The main attacker is Chaotic. He's the one that used a device that lacerated parts of my head. These are pictures of them together. Chaotic, Aaron, and Christopher Robinson. They all three, as you can see, are in the same blood gang, working for the sheriff's department and the police department. Chaotic on the right, he's the operator. They have a gang, 5th Gen, which, you know, if you look up Facebook, you can search for 5th Gen, and you'll see their family. And like I said, he's posting on my page in my DM, and he's backed by a few other people. Here's Derek Bryant, he's family member. There's Tiara Bryant, Jeff Pendarvis. Here's Derek in my box. See, like I said, they claim to be FBI, and this is what they do. They claim to be FBI, CIA. They claim to be everybody, just so you won't say nothing. And then once you start fighting back, they all jump on. I seen this guy at the apartment complex too, Randy Gloria. Like I said, once you say something to one of them, I'm with the DAA and we are watching you. This is what they do. Okay, they pretend to be DEA, CIA, and then they get their friends to jump on there and gas you and make you look like you're crazy. Elijah Jones, okay, there's a whole group of them. That's their clique, and they just gas you on social media, you know, like this. Man, this guy needs to get out of here. That's a whole group. I mean, one with a pistol. I mean, you see the OP right there. I mean, you know what they do. I ain't stupid. And FBI don't want to investigate. And here's another one, and my attacker's right in the middle.
Yo,
I mean,
motherfucker, you better stop fucking
these are all
posting about
rats
me.
for the
Stop
sheriff's
fucking posting
department.
pictures, motherfucker. You wanna fucking say something, bitch? Come to apartment A, motherfucker. I know you're in Muskogee at that fucking lake, and I'm gonna fucking find you. Stop posting shit.
And that's even after I was evicted. So I don't even live in that town anymore. And they're still stalking me and harassing me and it just doesn't stop. So I'm going to bring it to light and tell my side of the story because this is targeting, this is remote neural monitoring, and what they do is they're using these fish finders to turn you on. And I ain't down with that. I didn't want to be on.